Hey, how's it going? My name is Steven. I spoke with you earlier today. I made this quick personalized video for you showing how your business can bring in more local customers. I'm going to go over three essential things in order to bring more business. These are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, I don't want to take up much of your time or my time, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to start off with content. Content is anything on your home page here. It's all the text, even the pictures and what the pictures are saved as. Google likes to see between 1,000 and 1,500 words of content, of keyword rich, authoritative content on a home page. This gives you plenty of opportunity to put in the buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for to find your services. I've got a tool here that I use that gives me a look at your SEO and how you are performing online. So in the past 30 days, your website was not found for any keywords, and so you didn't get any traffic because of it. You got no clicks. Now I'm bringing up the Raleigh area because it gets most of the searches for fencing and fence installation in all the Triangle area. So I brought up the number one ranking site for Google as far as fencing and fencing installation and repair goes, and that's Seeger's Fence Company. When I plugged them into this tool, they were found in the past 30 days, they were found for 213 keywords. And because of that, their site was clicked on 460 times. So we can go in and look at their keywords and see what they're being found for. And we can even see how many times these keywords and keyword phrases were searched in the past 30 days. So Fence Company Raleigh was the most at 200 searches in the last month, and then fence installation Raleigh NC. So you can see it all adds up. It quickly gets over 1,000 searches. And so these are the keywords that we would want to put on your page so you can actually be found for your services and show up in Google. And once we started putting these keywords and keyword phrases on your website, we would want to see how many times. So that number one, whatever keyword, any keyword that has any significant amount of search volume, we'd find out how many times they had it on their site. So say one of them they had on twice, right? We'd find that out. Two or three times, we'd put it on your site three or four times. We'd always want to up them on all the keywords. And that's a little trick you can do with these pictures here. Remember, the content that Google searches, it's not only the text, but it's the pictures. And not how we see them, but what they're saved as. So you can actually save these pictures as keywords. And so that will give you more opportunity to put in keywords and beat them out on the content. That would put you ahead of the competition on the content front. Now, I'd like to go over citations. And to explain citations, I'm going to bring up a search engine results page. So Fence Company Raleigh NC is one of the top searches for the past 30 days. The first thing that'll come up here are ads, but I want to concentrate on the map pack, which is right under the ads. Now, there are several factors that will get you ranked in this map pack, but the main driver here are citations. A citation is your business name, address, and phone number on an online directory, such as Yelp, Angie, whitepages.com. There's a ton of them, but the more you have, the more trust you actually build with Google. Um, Relatively speaking, or generally speaking, a company that's in this top three here will have at least 150 citations, usually more. So we can actually, I've got access to a tool that we could use that we could find out what and how many citations each of these businesses has. So, for example, if Index Fence Incorporated, if we found they had 200 citations, you'd want to go out and get 250, at least 250, maybe 300 citations. You'd want to beat them out. So, just like those keywords, where you want more keywords on your website than your competition, you want more citations than your competition, and that will put you up in the map pack eventually. Lastly, I'd like to go over backlinks, and that has everything to do with this section right here. Underneath the map pack, this is Google's organic search results section. Now, a backlink is essentially another website that has a link on their site that, when clicked, it leads back to your website. Google uses this to determine whether to rank you high or actually drop you in the rankings on this list. It all depends on the quality of the site that that link is coming from. So if that site that's linking back to you, that's giving you that backlink, if that site is relevant to your industry, if it's built authority and trust with Google and it gets high traffic, Google looks on that highly, and it'll actually start ranking you up in this list. And the more of those, you want as many of those types of backlinks as you can get, and they'll keep ranking you. But the opposite is also true. If you have too many backlinks, links from these, we call them spammy sites, that they have little and no relevance to your industry, they have built no authority or trust with Google. If you have too many of those types of links, Google will actually drop you in the rankings. So I'd like to revisit this tool that we were looking at earlier, this backlink profile. So you weren't found for any keywords, but you do have 11 active backlinks that are linking from some other website back to your site. But I like to look at the competitor's backlink profile. So this is the top one of your top competitors for fencing in Raleigh, and they have been found to have 439 active backlinks pointing back to their site. We can actually go into their links and see what links, where they're getting their links from, what ones are actually pushing authority and pushing them up in the Google rankings, and which ones are actually hurting them. So these ones that say spam here, we would want to steer clear of those and not reach out to those sites. But ones with high, what they call DR, domain rating, we'd go out, we'd reach out to those websites, and we'd acquire links, backlinks from those sites. And not only from the top site, but from the top like 3 or even 5 sites that rank in those top 3 or 5 in Google. We would go out and acquire, it would take some time, but we would acquire those backlinks. And once you have all the backlinks that's driving your competition, that would push you up into the top as well, and to push you over the top. After that, month after month, we would acquire other highly relative, authoritative links from those types of sites to push you over the top into that top spot, and you would actually acquire all that traffic. So once again, we went over content. You need at least 1,000 to 1,500 words of highly authoritative, keyword-rich content on your homepage. Citations, you need more citations than your top competition inside that map pack. Whatever they have, you want at least 50 to 100 more. And then backlinks. You need more relevant sites pointing to your site to show Google that you are the authority. So if you were to implement these strategies today, you can actually be number one across Google. You can go with these strategies on your own and implement them yourself, or you can take the more effective route and spare yourself some time, and you can give me a call and we can set up a discovery call and just figure out exactly what it would take to get you on top. My name is Stephen Hogue. I'm the owner of Virtuous SEO just outside of Fayetteville, North Carolina. My number is 910-551-2006. You can give me a call or you can respond back to this email. But either way, I would love some feedback on this video of what you liked or what you didn't like. But either way, I appreciate your time and have a good day. Bye-bye.